Welcome back. This is Bill and you're watching Crash Course Travel. In today's episode, I'm going to give you a comprehensive rundown of all the travel gear that I chose for slow traveling Southeast Asia and the reasoning behind the decisions that I made. My thought process was to basically take the middle ground. There are travel vloggers that I watch and totally respect on both ends of the spectrum as far as how much luggage you should be traveling with. I see some folks have multiple check-in bags and literally are carrying game consoles with them everywhere they go. Then on the other end, there's folks that I watch and enjoy their vlogs and they're living out of a single backpack and they only have like 3 outfits. Until I know better, we're just going to split it and be a little bit neutral. I will err a little bit on the side of caution as far as luggage size to accommodate the highest number of airlines without having to pay baggage fees. With that in mind, the luggage that I chose to start this year with is the Monos carry-on. I chose it because of its size, its durability, and the reputation that the company has. I actually ran into another traveler when I was traveling domestically. He had had the bag like 3 or 4 years. It looked pretty beat up. But then when I asked him, I was like, you get a lot of use out of that bag? And he's like, oh, yeah, I travel over 300 nights a year. So as far as the durability, that definitely spoke volumes to me. So we're going with that. And it's definitely on the smaller side for carry-ons, but hopefully we won't have to pay a bunch of airline fees as far as baggage. My personal item is a bag I haven't actually heard anyone else talk about, and that's the Cabin Zero. I had to wait for this bag, I believe, to be imported. It seemed to be the perfect size to accommodate just tons of airlines as far as what they will allow for you to put under the seat in front of you. The other thing that I like about this bag is it doesn't make a lot of decisions for you. It's pretty plain Jane. I had to make some minor tweaks to get the best usability out of this bag. For a travel sling, I chose the Pacsafe. It's a theft-proof bag and seems to be about the right size. And the other thing I like about this bag is it fits very easily into the Cabin Zero. I know some people have mentioned on other channels that they've ran into problems with the airlines when they were actually wearing the sling. They wanted to count that as another item. I won't have that problem because it fits inside of my personal item bag when I'm actually flying. I have a lot of what I would consider sub-items or smaller containers that go in the bags that help me pack efficiently. I have a laptop cover, which makes it where that very plain Jane Cabin Zero bag is able to safely carry my laptop, and in the front pocket where I can literally just pull it right out going through security. That's been very convenient going so far. And the laptop itself, I chose an HP EliteBook because of its weight, under 3 pounds, 64 gigs as far as memory, and 4 terabyte hard drive. Once again, like looking at the weight as far as traveling. I have a couple of plastic document holders that I keep in the front sleeve there on the Cabin Zero as well. And that's for all my travel documents going through security. We actually have a long-term document storage that we keep inside of the Monos. And that's for like backup copies of your personal identification, etc. Just to have an extra copy other than digital copies out on the cloud. This camera case that I chose for the flexibility of the inserts. I actually had a couple other camera cases that I tried out domestically before choosing this one to travel internationally. I'm traveling with the DJI Osmo as well as a GoPro Hero 12 and the Rhodes sound setup as far as mic for voiceovers. I like that this camera case makes it where I can fit everything in a single bag. I also have another electronics bag where I store things like tons of my extra cables, phone chargers. I have SSD drive that I keep for external storage and back things up. All that goes in this, as well as like my flat mouse. I have a little flat mouse and My travel router goes in that bag as well. I have 2 of these laundry bags. I won't go on, but I actually love these daggum things just because they're so convenient. They don't take up any space. You throw your dirty clothes in them, and then you can obviously just throw the bag in when you wash the clothes and do the reverse process when you get them out of the dryer. Just get the bag out, throw everything in the bag, go to your room, hang or fold your clothes. These things are super convenient. I actually started using them before I even started traveling just because I liked them better than, like the laundry baskets you normally would use. Let's go through clothes. We'll give you a quick rundown. I have 3 pairs of the Columbia convertible pants that convert into shorts. Love those things. I have 1 pair of the OR pants. Highly durable, very comfortable for working out in. I have 2 long sleeve normal whatever Jaguar shirts that I use just for layering in case I go, like on the way here I went through Vancouver and needed something under my clothes as far as layering because I was headed to Southeast Asia. So that's worked out pretty well even though it takes up a little space. I'm using them as undershirts under the long sleeves as well because it's a lot more comfortable to have a long undershirt here in Southeast Asia, at least it is to me. We have 2 Bamboo Cool t-shirts as well as 4 of the Outdoor Research Merino Wool t-shirts. And you're going to see there's a continuing theme here. We have 4 long sleeve Outdoor Research button-ups. And we have 4 of the short sleeve Outdoor Research button-ups. They look nice. They're a very breathable material. They seem to work very well so far here in Asia. But with that said, like I said, I'd rather have an undershirt while I wear these as well. Just it keeps you looking sharp. I have the OR wind jacket that I probably will cut from the bag next year. It's not even taking up any space. It's just not getting any use so far. I do have a light jacket, which is good. I used that when I went to Vancouver, anywhere else that I go through as far as traveling and have to deal with a little bit cooler weather. That works well. And honestly, even in like hotel rooms where it doesn't, you're fighting to get it cold enough, then all of a sudden it's too cold. I've had to do that a couple times. So it's nice having something to be able to put on to warm up a little bit. And it's a very lightweight jacket. It's something that rolls up into the cabin zero as well. So it's nice. I'm traveling with 10 pairs of socks, darn tough socks. I have 8 whites and 2 blacks. We have 10 pairs of the Bamboo Cool underwear. I used to be a merino wool guy there, but I have been converted. Those Bamboo Cool, they do a good job on the drawers there. I have 4 pairs of the Outdoor Research shorts. There's a theme there, I know. My sister's a hiker, and so I constantly had that in the ear, while I was buying things. You should try this. You should try this. And I will say she was right about a lot of it as far as if you look for it when it's on sale, because the gear is on the expensive side, but it's quality. It's stuff that's going to last you years. So hopefully I won't have to repurchase these items next year. I have 1 swimsuit. Might need to add another one and switch out a pair of shorts or maybe one of those long sleeves that I use for layering. That definitely is something that's been on my mind. I carry 2 baseball caps with me, adjustable caps. They'll probably stay that way. As far as shoes, I have a pair of the Keen sandals as well as 1 pair of the Reef flip-flops. They conveniently slip into the middle of my bag there, the Reef flip-flops. They do a pretty good job as far as fitting into the little cover you use to cinch down everything in the bag. As far as miscellaneous items go, I have 2 sporks. I don't know where I heard that, but that was really good advice. I have a couple of plastic sports. They don't take up any room, and I've had to use them multiple times when I got delivery, and they didn't put any silverware in there. Just saves you a trip, from going downstairs and bothering the hotel staff to hook you up with something. I have one long and one short cable lock that I use in case I need to lock something up without having to put it into a safe. I have two of the Tesson universal power adapters, as well as a Tesson power strip, a little mini power strip that makes it where you can move your power source and basically just think like a mini extension cord with a power strip on the end. Very happy with those so far. Haven't had any problems as far as dealing with different countries that I've traveled so far. Then I also have 5 large and 3 small, the Eagle Creek collapsible packing cubes, or compressible, whatever the hell. And honestly, that is extra, but it allows me to change up how I'm basically putting things in my bags. Just gives me options, and they fit flat in the bottom of the suitcase, so it's not like whatever you're using is taking up a bunch of space. It's just giving you options going forward. I'm using an Eagle Creek toiletry bag. I like it because it's simple. That suits me fine, and it has some nice little pockets on the side, but other than that, it's basically a simple bag to store your toothpaste and toothbrush, etc. And I don't need any mirrors, and I'm losing my hair anyway, so not a lot of need for all that extra stuff. I'm carrying 1 large belt and 4 of the smaller belts. It sounds like a lot, I know, but really it isn't. The 4 smaller belts are off the Columbia pants, and they really don't take up any room. As a big guy, I don't ever want to not have a belt, so traditional belts break sometimes, so luckily these belts seem to do a lot better as far as durability. I'm using a mini USB chargeable razor. It really doesn't do a perfect job, but I'd say it gets 95% of it, and then it makes it where you go through a lot less traditional razors as far as shaving. I have 4 foldable hangers. They really don't take up a lot of space. They actually go in with the sandals in the little insert that you use to cinch down the bag on the Monos. They allow me to hang up more clothes when I first arrive at a new hotel. So, what did I miss or possibly totally get wrong? Leave your feedback in the comments and let me know. I'm curious to know what your thoughts are. Like I said earlier, we're going to review this video next year, and I'll tell you what I think I got wrong and what I've changed my mind on. I appreciate your time today, and I hope this video helps someone else out when they're planning their trip. I'm Bill, and this is Crash Course Travel. Until next time, farewell.